What's up, everyone? So by now, if you've logged in, you've seen the news. We have a 10 times cleanser summoning draft that's going on. Kind of spur of the moment, was dropped on us. We kind of knew this was coming just based on timeline. You just didn't know what or who. So here's the list. Tahanarak is basically a beefed up version of Doom Priest. So the good thing about Doom Priest, she's an epic. She kind of does a little bit of what Tahanarak, I can't even say her name, Tahanarak does, but an A1 decreased speed, which is actually amazing for Hydra. Single target decreased speed, kind of like a Seal of the Drakes. The difference here is we're putting continuous heals up instead of the natural heal based on max HP. So there's a little difference. A2, single target, decrease attack, and block buffs for 2 turns as well. Block buffs is great for a Hydra skill. As well, it takes 2 random debuffs from the target and place them on all enemies. So it's a debuff spread as well. So if we're going to put that decreased speed on a single target, we can spread it to everybody else. So great utilization here. Also putting an increased speed and an increased defense buff. And the passive, which is the reason why people use Doom Priest, remove 1 passive or 1 debuff at the start of every turn, which is what Doom Priest does. But also if they're under a continuous heal, you're removing 2, which is even better. Okay? And then in all accuracy, 70%. So that is why she's great. Then you have Inquisitor Shamel. So now I believe there was a guarantee for Shamel a while ago, shortly after Hydra came out, because of how good he is in Hydra. And the reason why he's so good is his passive. So each crit fills a champ by turn meter, which is great. If somebody gets fear, which is what the heads do, or one of the head does, then it will instantly remove it and fill the ally's turn meter by 15%. So if we hit, we're going to get a 15% turn meter and cleanse that fear right away. And then Inquisitor is actually going to counterattack. So every time an enemy places a debuff, this skill is used on that enemy, and counterattacks only deal 50% of normal damage. It can't be a crit. So it does re-attack, but also if the heads have buffs, the A1 is decreasing the turn of every buff for every counter. So it's kind of like a rapid fire, which is why Inquisitor is actually so good. So good luck on the Void Shards. But then we have the other Ancient and Sacred Shards. So probably 3 of like the best champions in the game. Probably Kymar's up there as well. But Bad L, pretty awesome. He's actually, I think it's a he. Bad L can actually solo a lot of content. So we're looking at you doing more damage if the enemy is under poison. So if we get all those poisons out, we are doing more damage. Then we also have a cleanse with a continuous heal and a poison, which is pretty darn sweet. And then here we are healing by 20% of the damage on the A1. Okay. So Bad L's pretty darn good. Brogni, I mean, we all know Brogni. Brogni's amazing. I don't necessarily need to go through his kit. But the reason why Brogni's so good is the shield reflects back the damage on the shield that is taken. Also heals by the damage of the shield. So we're kind of reflecting and we're shielding. And then that A1, I mean, we place in the burn on that A1 doing the damage. And then this A2 here is the main reason why Brogni's in like every Infinity team. Has 75% chance of removing a debuff from all allies. Also increases the value of the shield on all allies by 30% of the damage inflicted with this skill. So it's a 3-turn cooldown. We can recycle it with a Renegade or a Painkeeper or a Kymar. We're getting to use this more. We get to grow the shield. The more shield we get, well, the less likely we're actually going to hit. So Brogni does need to be built with some kind of damage. And then lastly, we have Wither, the Crowned. She was a guaranteed champ a little while ago, actually, and is now part of this event. Pretty awesome champ as well. Every time, at the start of every turn, places a continuous heal. So everyone gets a continuous heal at the start of the turn. Or sorry, the lowest HP champ does. She's also got a cleanse and a heal, an increased defense, and increase the duration of continuous heal, and then an attack all enemies with a leech and continuous heal. So like lots of healing she does, plus a cleanse, plus she's force, which makes it very difficult for her to kill 9 times out of 10. So there you have it. Oh, forgot to do these guys. Ugo, awesome champ. If you can do Ugo, if you get an Ugo, 100% built for Hydra, amazing champion. Decreased defense and a block buffs on all enemies, which is great. Heal reduction, removes all heal reduction, and cleanses a random buff, and does a heal, so a backup cleanser, backup healer as well, and then an A1 leech here as well. So when this champion's last man standing, he also gets a block damage and an increased speed. For Hydra, that doesn't matter. Mausoleum Mage, another great champion, removes all dem. So here's your cleanse on the A3 plus a heal. We also get increased crit, increased defense, and a block debuffs, and then a decreased speed, single target, always great, especially for Hydra. And then of course we have Doom Priest again, heals by a little bit and then cleanses that random debuff on everybody. Increase attack on that A2, and then increase crit rate randomly on that A1. Doesn't do much damage. Literally, Doom Priest is only really there to cleanse that random buff on the every time she gets a turn. The quicker she is, you can get more turns out of her, like in a Relentless set. She's getting lots of turns, lots of cleansing, a little bit of healing. So, great champs. What do you got here? I got 100 Ancient Shards and 6 Sacred Shards. Like I said in my last video, if you can keep a Mercy Timer on your phone or somewhere on your computer, just so that you know when things are coming, like events like this, you kind of know where you're at. For Voids right now, I'm at 150 shards. Pulling 12 is not going to get me close to 200 and into my Mercy, right? So, but I know, like, if I'm at 200, I got a good shot of pulling these 100 to virtually get a legendary. But I'm only at 6. So 100 is going to get me halfway to Mercy. So my expectation of pulling 100 shards is very low. Could still happen. Be very disappointed if I pull all 100 of my shards, because I've been saving for quite a while now. And then I got 6 Sacred. I'm going to get another one from Doom Tower in a couple of days. Hopefully we get some more from Clan Boss. But here we are. I'm currently at 8 Ancient on my timer. So we need to get to 12. So after 4, I'm starting to get into my Mercy on Sacreds. I really hope at this point I was at 29 Sacreds before I actually got a Legendary Champ. And then my second Legendary Champ came at 11. So I really hope my luck is a little bit better today. We got 40 spots. Let's do the first 40, see what happens. Wish me luck. All right, Scion. Great. So Scion was actually the login reward. I still have them waiting for CVC or to pull them for an event. Champ Chase kind of idea. I just got them, so I just kind of got nerfed some CVC points. Remember, it's not 2 times. It's only a 10 times. So this is kind of what we're expecting. right? Which sucks. Something. Okay, Medicus was in the last fusion. Basilisk. Okay, Hair. I mean, she's farmable, but she's great for a Myth Hair Clan Boss team. Can my luck get any worse? So there we got 40. And what do we get? 3 epics. 8% chance. All right, made some room. Here we are. And then you see pulls like this, and you wonder, why do I bother? Like, it's almost like they want you to do nothing. Okay, so Deacon's good. Heck of a lot more chickens. Okay, I got 30 left. I'm actually not going to pull these 30. Quite disappointing of a pull. Expected, right? But it's still disappointing when you're just seeing 5 epics in a matter of 70 shards. I'm going to save these last 30 for the next event. But I will pull a few sacreds. So let me make some space and come back to pull some sacreds. Alrighty. So 70 shards. We got 6, 7 epics. Quite frankly, 8 epics. Not even going to count them. Not even worth it. Other than Scion, which arguably one of the worst champs in the game, didn't get anything. So now I'm at sacreds. I got 9. Let's see what happens. One more. So I am now officially into my mercy, and that's my 6th Shaled. Ironically, my last 2 were in a Brogni event. And this is why I hate pulling charts. Why do I have 6 Shaleds in a 10 times? I have not gotten in 3 Sacred Shards and 70 Ancient Shards any of the 10-time champs. Not even Legendary. Not even Epic. So why do we bother? If you're watching, and if you wonder, should I spend money on shards? I haven't bought any shards this year. I've been collecting. I've been able to collect, quite a bit by just being active and doing stuff. But this is the reason I don't like pulling shards. Hopefully your luck was better. We'll catch you all in the next video.